Ever hit that send button on a bank transfer and immediately wonder, okay, but when is it actually going to get there? It's a common thought, especially when you're dealing with important payments or sending money to loved ones. The world of banking can sometimes feel a bit like a black box, with money seemingly disappearing into the digital ether before reappearing in another account. But understanding the mechanics, especially with a major institution like Lloyds Bank, can give you a lot more peace of mind. Today, we're diving deep into exactly that, how long a money transfer with Lloyds Bank actually takes. We're not just talking about when the money leaves your account, but when it's genuinely available in the recipient's account. Because let's be honest, that's what really matters. We'll cover everything from quick domestic transfers to those sometimes mysterious international payments. Let's start with the good news. For most domestic transfers within the UK, Lloyds Bank utilizes the faster payments service. What does this mean for you? It means speed. Generally, when you send money to another UK bank account using faster payments, the money is usually available within 2 hours. Yes, you heard that right, often in a matter of minutes, but officially up to 2 hours. This applies to most online and mobile banking transfers. It's designed to be quick, efficient, and almost instant, which is fantastic for everyday transactions like paying a friend back or settling a bill. However, there are a few scenarios where it might take a little longer, even for UK domestic transfers. If the receiving bank isn't part of the faster payment scheme, though most major UK banks are, or if there's a security check flagged by either Lloyds or the recipient's bank, it could potentially take until the close of business the next working day. This is less common but good to be aware of. Also, remember that payments made after a certain cutoff time, typically 3 p.m. on a working day, will be processed on the next working day. So, if you make a transfer at 4 p.m. on a Friday, don't expect it to land until Monday morning. Weekends and bank holidays also push the processing to the next working day. Now, let's talk about international money transfers, which can be a bit more complex. The time frame for these really depends on a few key factors: the currency you're sending and the destination country. For payments in euros to countries within the UK or the European Economic Area, EA, you are usually looking at a pretty swift transfer, typically no later than the next working day. This is thanks to systems like SEPA, Single Euro Payments Area, which streamline euro transfers across Europe. However, for payments in other currencies or to countries outside of the EEA, the timeline can stretch out a bit. Generally, Lloyds Bank states that these international transfers can take up to 4 working days to reach the recipient's bank. In some more complex cases, especially for transfers to less common destinations or in less frequently traded currencies, it could potentially take longer, sometimes up to 14 working days depending on the specific country and any intermediary banks involved. It's crucial to also factor in the cutoff times for international payments, which can vary. Lloyds typically has a cutoff time of 3 p.m. for international transfers. If you initiate the payment after this time, it will only begin processing on the next working day, further extending the overall delivery time. Finally, for very large transfers, like buying a property, Lloyds offers SHAPS payments, clearinghouse automated payment system. These are guaranteed to arrive on the same working day, provided you make the request before their specific SHAPS cutoff time, often around 4:25 p.m. However, SHAPS payments come with a fee, typically around £25. So, in a nutshell, for most everyday UK transfers, expect it within 2 hours, possibly by the next working day. For Euro transfers within the EEA, it's generally next working day. And for other international payments, plan for anywhere from 1 to 4 working days, with some exceptions taking longer. Always double-check the specific details for your transfer and consider those cutoff times. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.